Welcome to my channel, Compass Starlight. In my last video, I talked about balance and when I went over my collected items, I also picked up a message when I went over these things. I was talking about how when you float in water, you can find a way to center yourself in the elements so that you can move through life with integrity and be unshakable and unwavering on your path. In this video, I wanted to talk about substance abuse and how it relates to relationships in terms of balance and honor. Because when an individual is abusing a substance, they put that substance before their own well-being. They put that substance above themselves. And in turn, they put it before others in their lives. They put it before their friends and their loved ones. So a person who is abusing a substance doesn't really have the capacity to be in, to partake in, to share equally in a healthy relationship. Because the relationship, whether it's parent and child, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic relationship, whether it could be a relationship with a boss, coworker, teacher, student, there are relationships that we value. But if an individual is abusing a substance, that individual is not valuing themselves, they're not honoring themselves, they're not honoring the other entity in the relationship, whatever kind of relationship it may be. And there will be loss because of it. By being unable to value oneself or abusing a substance. an individual will not be able to honor those others around them whom they hold with love or esteem, regardless of whether those other individuals are balanced individuals or not. So when an individual chooses a substance over a relationship, a balanced person will not entertain them. A balanced person will choose themselves. Substance abuse and addiction stem from deeper wounds and traumas. It's a very deep scar to heal. However, A, it can be done, that healing. And B, what is B? It will be difficult to overcome addiction and substance abuse until that deeper wound is healed. Unfortunately, people that abuse substances often find themselves alone because others leave them. Others leave them because there is no honor. They are not being honored, and they're aware that the substance abuser is not honoring themselves. Very difficult to pursue the spiritual path. A relationship with oneself when one finds themselves in a position in which it is so easy to give up their own value to addiction. And that feeling of being alone, loneliness, it can lead to depression. It can lead to bitterness, anger, resentment, to and for all kinds of things. Substance abuse indicates imbalance. And now, hey, sweetie. Now, let's see. I'll pull a couple cards because that's what I like to do. Just a couple. They're not really tarot cards. They're not really oracle cards. I call them character cards. Each one has a character. Right, characteristics. What is the energy the collective has recently experienced in the past? Experienced in the recent past. I have two. Oh, 3 cards. Wow, okay, fine. Seems like a lot. And then what kind of energy or characteristic? On what kind of energy or characteristic should we focus our attention? Should we aim to emulate? I'll take those. That's great. And then I read from my little book here. Blind. Let me see. 40. Faith. Tradition. Adopt the wisest and noblest ideas. That is processing through with some strength. Being sound and serene as one comes to an understanding of circumstances. 43. Venus. Sensuality. Use sex without being a slave to it. Oh, we're not supposed to show this. I don't know. It's interesting because there is an idea, a notion that when one, or if one, engages in sexual activity of some sort, that they can win over their partner in love. It doesn't work that way. Additionally, if the sexual activity is highly satisfying, it doesn't indicate that the relationship between the people is balanced or healthy. at all. It could be, but it's not a sign. But that is speaking to the youth. Card number 3. The artisan. Ability. Develop technical skills. Oh. I'm recording this on Sunday. Perhaps I'm not the only one who had a busy weekend getting to work, taking care of business, being crafty. All right, energies on which to focus. Well, this card appears again. I quite like it. 33. Vital functions. Cósmico. Rebirth. View the world with new eyes. This card is sort of that energy. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Sun came out this afternoon. Could have been out all day. I mean, it's always there. But it was obscured by clouds, it seemed like, for most of the day. And maybe there was a nearby fire in the community because it just seemed hazy. But finally, the light of the sun shone through a bit brighter, and I decided to go for a walk. And I didn't collect anything on my walk, but I did observe. But came across a booby trap when I tried to explore a certain route. I was turned back. I was rerouted. Course correction. It can happen. Right. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Sort of cliche. However, that makes it easier to keep in mind when you encounter obstacles. This last card is number 29. Astrology. Ooh, fatalism. Understand the cycles which condition certain events. Why? Why is it interesting? I see the cycles. I'm seeing things change. And I could get really excited about the choice I've made, the commitment I've made to myself. But I could just see the cycles. That I should wait. Because there will be something else entering my life. It will cause me to have a difficult choice to make. So instead of accepting an offer where there is only one, I'm going to wait until I hear the second offer. Because I don't want to have to go back on my word. But at least I recognize that. I recognize that cycle. cards. So, those are my messages. I am actually going to look for something, the notes that I made on my walk. Instead of picking up the bones and the pieces, some things were just too large to carry home with me. I decided to make notes from my observations. Ah. Hi. There is an abundance of options. There is no shortage of abundance. There is no shortage of food or fuel. Don't go back the way you came. You will be going in circles. Furthermore, there may be booby traps or obstacles, just to let you know that you are not on the right path or have strayed from the path. Sometimes the right path is a dead end, or it would appear that way. Sometimes you will go down what appears to be a dead end path for a purpose, to discover something. And that's important. Like a mated pair of doves. Thank you. Thank you for visiting with me. Thank you for coming to my channel, Compass Starlight.